The smells that are going to come out of this kitchen.
Oh! This lovely onions.
Intoxicating. I'm very curious to see how this turns out.
So am I.
What happened? You dropped it? I hope you got that on camera. Oh, it's delicious.
Oh. We're at the Four Seasons Mumbai and it's time for Venky's presents Chef versus AI. Welcome to Venky's presents Chef vs. AI, the most entertaining cook-along featuring renowned chefs and me, Kunal Vijayakar. Also with me is my trusty helper, Chef 3PO. Hey, Chef 3PO, who do we have today joining me for the cook-along?
Our guest today is a New York-trained, celebrated Indian chef known for championing regional Indian cuisines and promoting local, sustainable ingredients through his initiative at Locavore.
Yes, most people have known him as the former executive chef and founding partner at the iconic Bombay Canteen. But I know him as someone who can do pure storytelling with his food, something that hopefully he will be doing with us today as well. So let's welcome Chef Thomas Zacharias.
Hello.
Zach, how are you? Good to see you.
Oh, proper hug.
Yes, proper hug, proper hug. Listen, first of all, great to see you after a long time.
Likewise.
You've been disappearing into the wilderness, traveling all across the country and doing some very interesting things, haven't you?
Yeah, I've taken quite a departure from the world of restaurants, kitchens.
Yes.
And now I've gone back into the world. But I think for me it was about figuring out how I, as a chef, with the experience I have and the credibility I have, can create impact in my own way, and that's blossomed into what is now the locavore, and it's been an amazing journey.
So I wanted to ask you about locavore. All of us are very simple in our understanding of chefs and restaurants. We just think a chef is a guy who makes lovely food and we consume it. But with locavore, you are doing something very interesting about sustainability, about local ingredients, and just tell us a little bit more about it.
So at its core, the locavore is a platform that's championing local food and sustainability in India.
Okay.
We really work at the intersection of food and impact in India, and we do that through, storytelling, through events, through travel experiences, through social impact projects. But we're trying to get people to, get more connected to the source of the food. But because today in this world of like 10-minute deliveries and 10-second reels, we're so disconnected from the food we eat.
Correct.
We're disconnected from who's growing it. We're disconnected to what's happening to food through the journey. There are so many issues within the food systems, whether it's to do with climate change, what's happening with farmers, what's happening with marginalized communities, our food culture is getting homogenized. What we are trying to do is to become some sort of like a facilitator to connect people to the actual people who are doing good work on the ground. And there are tons of people. There are incredible farmer producer organizations, food brands, NGOs who are working in this space in different parts of the country to make this change happen.
And this has taken you generally around the country, around our country at least, into places that people would normally not go to.
So my journey with traveling across India started 10 years ago with Chef on the Road. Okay. So this is something that I've been doing for a decade now, where I call it Chef on the Road because it's approaching food travel through a chef's perspective.
Correct.
So with a lot more curiosity, with the intention to learn, but also finding, say, farmers and going to markets and going to people's homes. And over time, I've realized that people have opened themselves up to, teaching me, which I'm really grateful for. And in the process, I'm just mind blown. I've now been to about 25 states in the country to do this, and even after 10 years and so much travel, I'm still like a kid in a candy store when I go to a new place.
Things.
I can do this for the rest of my life and still find things that are new to me.
Things. So what are we making today? Because you hail from Kerala originally.
Yes.
Duck is very, very popular in the state of Kerala.
Yes. So when you asked me to come on the show, for me, I wanted to cook you something that's very personal to me.
Okay.
And this now is the single most important dish in my life. My cooking was inspired, like most chefs, by my grandmother, and this is my favorite dish that she makes. I call it Ammini's duck curry. Ammini is her name.
Okay.
She passed away a decade ago, but I still hold on to her memories through the food that I cook. This is a fairly simple dish, but we'll save your reaction for the end.
But if you will tell me what ingredients you have,
Yeah.
I will tell you what we're doing with this show.
I'm very intrigued because I want to know what.
So this is just an exciting idea.
Okay.
We are trying to mix cookery with technology and some excitement. Whatever ingredients you have, we put it into an AI bot, an artificial intelligence bot. And this is our bot. It's called Chef 3PO. Hey, Chef 3PO, say hi.
Hi, Chef Thomas. It's a pleasure for Kunal and me to be cooking alongside you.
Okay.
Hi.
And we put in enough prompts for it to give us another recipe.
With the same ingredients.
Yeah, with the same ingredients. It could be a similar cuisine, it could be a randomly different cuisine, and then I cook it.
Oh.
But I always need the help
I've never had something cooked by you, so I'm really excited now.
Yeah, but I always take the aid of whoever is
Happy
with
to
me.
help.
Yeah. So if you will just run us through what we've got over here.
Sure. So this duck curry used to be prepared with whole duck that's cut into pieces, but I realized, and this is where the chef training and the years of experience come in, I realized that the duck breast cooks very differently from the duck leg.
Okay.
So I sear the breast separately and kind of garnish it with that, but the curry has the duck legs in it.
The duck leg.
What I also do is render out the fat from the duck. So then that fat flavor comes in.
Nice.
And because, when you're serving it in a restaurant, you don't want people having to chew through duck bone.
Correct.
So I make a stock with the duck.
So there you got all the
So got all the flavor there. And then potatoes, onions, shallots, very important in Kerala cuisine.
Correct.
Vinegar, again very unique to just a few cuisines in India. Ginger,
Yes.
curry leaves, coconut oil of course,
Of course.
green chillies, black pepper, coriander powder,
Yeah.
red chili powder and salt.
Salt.
And I usually keep some sugar on hand if I have to balance flavors.
The flavors.
Yeah.
So let's quickly feed all these ingredients into our AI bot and see what she comes up with.
With those special ingredients, Kunal, you can cook some delicious shredded duck chops.
Interesting, no?
Shredded duck chop. This actually reminds me, it's quite interesting because my grandmom used to make some version of a chop.
Okay.
It used to be with beef mince.
Okay.
But this might be this might remind me of that. Actually.
Yeah, cool. So shall we start?
Yes,
Cooking?
let's start. Yeah.
Great.
So I'm going to heat up the pan.
Okay.
Because this duck has a lot of fat, I'm going to start with searing the duck legs.
Okay.
And as the pan is getting hot, we'll pour a little bit of coconut oil.
That's another thing, we at some point of time our lives became everything about groundnut oil.
Yeah.
With no flavor, no taste particularly.
Exactly. In fact, I very rarely use
Yeah.
groundnut oil anymore. It's either coconut oil, mustard oil, peanut oil.
And
Yeah.
mustard oil was so supposedly Bengali.
And
but
it's
the
there
whole
in
of
so
Punjab
many,
uses
yeah,
it.
Kashmir, Himachal,
Yeah, everybody uses
even in the northeast parts of northeast also use.
So you're basically putting it fat side down.
Yes, skin side down with the fat so that the
Skin side down.
fat kind of renders. One thing as a chef, again, this is my chef part coming out, is that I season as I go. So here I'm not really looking for too much brownness. I'm just looking to render out the fat, and you can already see the fat.
I can.
Yeah.
And this fat is going to be tastier.
Yes.
So you've got this mixture of coconut oil and the fat that is coming out of the meat.
The smells that are going to come out of this kitchen.
Oh, it's already.
So I think that's enough.
Yeah.
Now we'll just take them out.
So now this fat and this oil over here is full of flavor, isn't it?
Yes. And that's only going to increase. Okay. So this next step is actually quite unique. We're going to brown shallots.
Okay.
So shallots, what we call cherryolli or little onion in Kerala, is quite integral to a lot of Kerala recipes. And here we have it finely chopped. So I'm just going to add that. And then you just kind of saute it. And once again,
You're going to
season.
season it. Did your grandmother also season
No,
like this only?
no.
This
This is my
what you
culinary
figured
school
out.
training.
Okay.
Yeah, and years of cooking.
Even I spent a lot of time with my grandmother in the kitchen, learning the joys of cooking, if I may say so. And she never stopped me. This is the thing. Even when I was like 8 years old, it wasn't, oh, you'll burn yourself, oh, nothing. Yeah, come, do what you want to do.
But I want to ask you, my grandmother wasn't very excited about me taking cooking as a profession.
I never did. So.
Yeah.
I've never seen onions browned like this, so beautifully.
So this is where I'm going to add the regular onions now. Okay, so now I'm going to add the coriander powder, dhania powder, and the red chilli powder.
So essentially, you've got two main spices in this.
Yeah, and
No garam masala.
3 spices. The most important one is the black pepper, and that's again what differentiates Kerala cooking from a lot of other cuisines.
This onion is looking so nice.
Okay, now just a few seconds of toasting the spices, and I'm going to add the ginger,
So
julienne,
just coming at this stage.
the green chilli, and the curry leaves. Okay, so this is just again like less than a minute of just cooking because it's going to continue to cook in the curry.
Yeah.
Smell that.
So you don't need to. Oh, it's this lovely onion.
Intoxicating.
I can actually smell the two kinds of onions in a strange way.
I'm going to add the stock.
And the stock also must be packed with flavor.
Packed with flavor. So that's all the stock I'm going to add, and then I'm going to add the coconut milk. And then the cooked duck.
Oof.
I'm also going to add potatoes. Now we can maybe put some more stock, and at a later stage, once it starts to cook, we'll add the second and third coconut milk. Yeah, now we just let it do its thing.
While this is doing its thing, as Zach says, we should do our thing on this side. Hey, Chef 3PO, what do you think I should start? Should I start with the onions?
As per the recipe Kunal, I suggest you start your dish by first sautéing the coconut shavings in some oil.
Here we go, and I'm going to use some normal oil for these. I think this is quite hot, so I'm putting all these in right now.
This again reminds me of so many childhood memories of just frying coconut chips.
Yeah.
I think you should season as you go.
Yes, sir. Whatever you say, sir, I will season as I go.
So this is also going to go into the chop?
Yes.
Oh, lovely.
So once we'll mix it into the, I think, into the duck once the duck is ready and cook, or maybe a little, let it cook with the duck also.
I think it's good.
This is good, no? I should take this out.
I'm very curious to see how this turns out.
So am I. Now I'm going in with the coconut oil and the onion. And then, as per the advice of chef,
Season as you go. Not too much, huh?
otherwise
I'll be blamed for too much salt.
Over season the whole damn thing.
Do you want to brown this or
No,
brown?
I just thought we'd leave it translucent.
Okay.
It may add a little sweetness to
Yeah.
the.
So then now the curry patta can
the
go.
curry patta can go in now. And shall I put the ginger in as well?
Yeah. Ginger, green chilli.
Yeah. This immediately starts looking like a South Indian dish. The minute you put in curry patta inside, Chef 3PO, should I start putting in the spices before I put in the duck, or what do you think?
Yes, Kunal. Cooking the spices a bit with the mixture before putting in the duck is a good idea.
Yeah, genius minds. I think you're picking up from chef.
Coriander powder goes in.
Coriander, a little bit more.
Yeah.
Little red chili powder.
If this turns out well, you know who to share royalties with. Huh?
Done.
Yeah.
I'm hugely altruistic. I'll have no problem giving credit to where
I'm
it's
joking.
due. No, it's true. Come on. I'm going to
Yeah.
put in some of the
Yep. Stock.
stock in here. Or shall I fry in the?
Yeah, I should fry the duck first.
Fry
Yeah.
the duck in first, no? So this duck, because it's been, thank you so much, because it's going to go inside the potato chop, is
Cut really
cut
fine.
fine.
Chef 3PO, do you remember what ingredient that he needs to put at every stage?
Yes, Chef Thomas. As you rightly stated earlier, one should season on the go. So Kunal, you can season your mixture with a tad bit of salt now.
Yes, seasoning. But I will ask Chef Zach over here how much of salt to put. That's enough.
Amazing.
Oh, I love it.
I'll eat it just as it is. Forget the potato.
I was thinking, shall we put the coconut back in at this stage?
Yeah.
You can start absorbing some of the.
Yeah.
This is a good stir fry dish, man.
Amazing.
You know?
I'm going to steal this idea back from you.
It's yours.
I think this is duck breast, so it'll cook pretty quickly.
Okay.
It's already cooked.
Yeah, already cooked? Are you serious? Shall I put
As in put the stock in.
put a little stock in it? I don't need to put in much stock, no?
No.
Because we'd also like it to be dryish.
Yeah, and tender.
Yeah. Even if I overcook it, it will become a little tough.
Little bit, but it'll be fine.
You know?
Yeah, enough. So what I would suggest you do is, because there's no coconut milk, the sweetness is less.
Okay.
So maybe add a little bit of sugar.
in this?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is where I get eye rolls from older generations of like balancing with sugar.
Balancing with sugar. Just tell me how much, huh?
Yeah, that's enough. What I'm going to do is add some more coconut milk.
Okay, your second one?
Yeah.
Are you doing the number 2 coconut
Yes.
milk with this? Okay. So the second coconut milk's gone in here. We're not going to make so many chops. We can leave some aside
For just chakna.
to eat with your Malabar
Malabar
paratha.
paratha. I think that's good. Maybe taste for seasoning and
And but what about the dryness?
I'll cool down a little dry up.
It'll dry up. Okay. So shall I shut it off? Done.
Oh, it's delicious.
Oh, I'm very excited with this. We're going to take this off and let it cool
Yeah.
so that we can then make patties out.
Taste. Try.
Why should only you taste?
It still needs a couple of things like the vinegar, the little bit sugar.
Oh, nice. This is really good.
I'm actually going to add a little bit more coconut milk.
Okay.
And I think it's almost getting there.
And it's thickening nicely. I
Yeah.
can see that the potatoes have soaked in everything.
That flavor is going to be incredible.
Yeah.
I'll put in all of it.
Put it all. Shall we start
Shaping it?
Yeah. So we've got this mashed potato. Now this is a bit of a challenge to me because it's not like I've done this before, but I'm going to try.
Oh, that looks beautiful.
Yeah. So let's sort of maybe get it going this way. Not bad
Yeah.
for somebody who's not really done this before.
Beautiful. Perfect.
But if one had to do this on a regular basis, it takes a hell of a long time to do.
You'll get faster with practice.
Yeah.
Should I also help?
Yeah, I would. How's it going?
It's done. What I'm going to do is add a little bit of sugar to balance. Again, depends on the sweetness of the coconut. Again, vinegar.
Vinegar. The special ingredient that you added into my
Yes, as well.
duck at the last minute. So you also said that once you finish cooking this, there is a little sort of garnishing that you do with the rest of the duck.
Yeah.
Isn't that? Yeah.
Yes.
So we will slowly come to that as well.
Yes. Shall I move this to the side?
Is it done?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
With the remaining heat, it'll
It'll cook itself.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So the curry is off the chula. It's smelling wonderful, but there is a little bit of finishing left to be done.
Yes.
Zach, what do you do? You got a pan frying
So
something?
before Chef 3PO and AI, we chefs had to take these calls in terms of whether we cook everything together or separate the leg and the breast. So I've decided to cook the duck breast separately, and I'm going to just make incisions.
Oh, so you're...
What this enables is helps for the fat to get rendered easily
So you've just taken a whole duck breast
Yeah.
with the skin on.
with the skin
You
on,
just scored it.
Yeah. and then on relatively low heat, I'm going to season it. Again, season right before I'm going to put it on,
Okay.
pretty generously.
Because it is a big chunk of
It's a big chunk of meat, yeah. And then little bit of oil because there's so much fat. We started with cold in a cold pan, and let it start slowly rendering out.
Okay. So this is going to render out pretty much in the same way as you started with the small pieces of
Except
chicken.
here we are being a little more measured and calculated because at the end of this we want the duck breast to be cooked medium rare. So you'll have a nice pink center. It'll be cooked. So you start off the same, but with that there's a lot of margin of error. With this the margin of error is lower.
Is lower, okay.
Now we season the skin side. We're going to season the other side as well.
Correct. While this is...
Yeah. And we're trying to crisp up the skin. So you want to press down the duck breast.
So just as a technique,
Yeah.
when you want to crisp up the skin, is it always on a slow...
Yes,
fire?
you start slow because it depends on how thick the skin and the fat are. In this case, it's pretty thick.
Okay.
So that means it's going to take longer for the fat to render out.
Okay.
So that's why you do it slow. If it's for, say, chicken skin, much quicker.
Even a higher flame.
Yeah, higher flame. And you're pressing it down so that the entire surface of the skin is
Sticking to
sticking to the pan. But I think this will take some time, so we can
So we-
move on to yours.
So I need to start heating up my oil, and after this it's quite simple.
What happened? You dropped it? I hope you got that on camera.
So this is doing well.
Yes. So if I show you,
Oh, mama.
this is almost ready to turn.
Okay, so this is ready to turn. The skin has become nice brown, caramelized, crispy. So let's start frying this up. Or what?
Tag team.
Really, really. Do I need to turn these?
Yeah. I think the first one.
First one, huh?
Oh, it looks beautiful. Put the spoon.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's gonna be so good.
Just think about it, no?
Yeah. Potato, meat. This is ready to come off.
Okay, this will come off.
Yeah.
And oh, it's nice and pink, huh? Still.
Yeah, yeah. And it's gonna rest for a while.
I think you can slowly start taking these off, no?
Yeah. So since we have all this duck fat from the,
Yes, from the duck.
I thought, why waste it? Let's put it to good use.
Yeah,
And these are some par-cooked Malabar parathas.
yeah.
We'll finish them in the duck fat.
I'm all with you.
Duck fat fried Malabar parathas.
First of all, I love Malabar parathas.
The key to Malabar parathas is to fluff it up.
Do like a chur-chur.
Yeah.
Ah,
See, that's when you see the
that is
layers.
when it all comes
Yeah.
out. That's a damn good thing. Yeah, you're right. So the curry is ready. Even the duck breast is cooked, and we're now just putting it together.
Yes.
And you can see that while I'm talking, my mouth is already salivating.
And there you have it. Ammini's duck curry with Malabar parathas.
Malabar parathas. And this is Chef 3PO's. Yeah, I also want some of these.
Curry leaves?
Why should I put coriander? We should put curry leaves, no?
Yes.
Because it's a South Indian thing. There you go.
Chef 3PO and Chef Kunal's tag team duck chops.
Duck chops.
Ammini's duck chops.
Yeah. We'll name this also after Ammini also.
Yes.
And here we are. The food for today. Ammini's duck curry with Malabar paratha fried in duck fat. And these duck chops. Chalo, shall we taste some of this?
Yes. Start with this. Yeah.
I need you to taste
I'm
it.
going to use my hands.
Okay. This is a good idea.
Oh my god.
I'm also going to try this. Did you get any coconut?
Yeah, I was just going to say the crunch of the coconut is really, really nice. It works. It's amazing, and I think I told you we have mutton like beef cutlets. We usually have it on the afternoons with ketchup. So this also with ketchup.
Potato and ketchup. Oh, lovely. We should thank Chef 3PO also. Chef 3PO, tastes wonderful.
Thanks, Kunal. And thanks to Chef Thomas's beautiful set of ingredients, which brought this unique recipe to life.
Now I may move to Chef's duck curry.
So as you can see, the duck breast is pink, medium rare, really tender. It took us like what 6 to 7 minutes to cook it. Yeah.
And they say duck takes really long, but this is. And sorry, this slice of potato. A piece. I'm going to take a little bit of crispy Malabar, flaky Malabar paratha. Oh ho 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 ho! And like good
With your
Indian,
hands.
we shall use eat with our fingers.
Wow.
It's really nice. Oh shit! It's it's rich. It's creamy. It's not as spicy as we thought it would be because the coconut
Mellows down.
balanced it out.
And the vinegar kind of cuts the richness.
It's just really, really good. And I must tell people who watch cooking shows, it has been cooked all from beginning to end
On the show.
on the show at this table.
No cheating.
No cheating, which also means that you guys can try and cook this at home quite easily.
Takes me back to my childhood.
Oh, I'm at that point of the show where it's difficult to get words. Superb.
Thank you.
God. And guys, you must break away from the mundane, get back to the roots. eat some really cook.
This is the kind of food everyone's missing out on.
Correct. Cook your memories, really. You know. On that note, and I'm thanking you with my mouth full of food because this is just the best duck curry. Well, this is the best curry that I've eaten in a really long time.
I'm glad. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
It was a pleasure. Yeah. Keep meeting us.
We should
Keep
cook
coming
together
on the
more often.
We should do that. Come on the show more often also.
I will.
And maybe we'll do a nice meal where you and I can cook together and feed some people.
We're in the same city.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Done. But before you go, we have a little something to thank you. This is a little hamper from Venky's, who's our channel sponsor, and this is some pretty nice. Okay.
Okay.
The chicken nuggets, the biryani is excellent, and from a rather familiar gifting partner, Bombay Sweet Shop.
Thank you.
For you, Zach. And you know, we don't need to say too much about Bombay Sweet Shop. And this is from all of us.
I was going to ask you for a t-shirt.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. And for those of you all who want this, you can get it in the description of the YouTube channel. And
thank you
so much. Thank you so much. So please share, subscribe, like, and if you like the show, then आते रहिए, खाते रहिए और पूछते रहिए खाने में क्या है. Done.
Rolling, everyone.
Done.
Yeah, we're done.
Done.
We're
Done.
done.
Done. Now it's the good part for us.
Where is
Slices.
my hungry friend?
आज चिकन नहीं है, डाक है, वो तो अलाउड है ना?
हाँ.
आलू है, आजा.
आलू खा लिया.
Just remember, there's a whole bowl there, huh? Divide, na? This duck curry is. Yeah.
Wait a second.
एकदम veg जैसा.
Yeah, some more.
Yeah, breathe more.
I think the only thing is potato mein namak kafi.
Come down. Yeah, that is what.
Otherwise, it's great.
And maybe we could have stuffed it a little more. Yeah. Please eat this also. This is also there.
Oh yeah, I want that.
With a little baraba paratha also will be this.
Duck is like mutton.
Yes.
Oh, tiffin is hot.
Yeah.
Duck to.
Donald Duck.
Oh.
Curry.
Have a piece of potato also.
Oh, good.